The last two missions of the Sentinel campaign are supposedly some of the most difficult missions in the entire Frozen Throne campaign, and that's exactly where we have arrived right now. Interlude, Malfurion's vision. At that moment, deep within Silverpine Forest, Malfurion attempts to commune with the spirits of the wild. I'm excited for this though. I like a challenge. I hope it's not going to be too difficult, but it probably will be pretty tough.
This forest has suffered as much as Ashenvale. The vile blight of the Scourge has deadened countless acres of trees. If only the druids could... The earth is being torn apart. The pain is excruciating. Ancient spirits of the forest, I implore you, show me what is hidden from my sight. Show me what troubles this earth. I see the frozen land of Northrend, the very roof of the world. The land itself is being split asunder. How can this be? What could cause such devastation?
Your brother.
It's working. Nothing can withstand the power of the Eye. Soon now, my master's enemies will be undone, and I will claim my just reward.
Thank you, great spirits. I know what must be done. I promise you, this treachery will not go unpunished.
I love this storyline with Malfurion and Tyrande and then Illidan as well. I guess Maiev. Maiev is sort of part of that too, but I love their storylines in general. I've read a whole bunch of books about it as well. Kind of a nerd. Anyway, Chapter 7, The Ruins of Dalaran. And supposedly this one is super hard. Later that evening, at the Night Elves' base camp, Malfurion returns to warn Maiev and Tyrande of his brother's dangerous sorcery. Although I'm afraid Tyrande actually ended up falling in the previous mission. I wonder. Love his stag.
Maiev, we've got to move quickly. Illidan is weaving a spell that is splitting apart the roof of the world. We must... Wait. Where is Tyrande?
I'm sorry, Shondo, but the priestess has fallen. We aided a band of Alliance warriors against the undead. The priestess fought valiantly, but I saw her torn apart with my own eyes.
She found a river.
Apart.
No, she didn't.
Tyrande, my heart. I should have been there.
You can still avenge her, Shondo. Let us attack Illidan together. He is the reason we even came to this forsaken place. He is the reason for your loss. Shondo, this is Prince Kael'thas, the ally I spoke of.
Greetings, Great Druid. My scouts have confirmed that this Illidan and his vile snakes are based at the ruined city of Dalaran. They are using a gem-like artifact to perform some strange ritual.
They must be using the Eye of Sargeras. But why would they strike at the roof of the world?
It doesn't matter. They won't live long enough to finish their spell. Illidan must be stopped once and for all.
Anyway, she didn't get torn apart though, am I crazy? Alright, so supposedly this mission is really hard. I've done my best to not get any spoilers. I know a lot of you gave me some well-meant advice, but I tried my best to not get a whole lot. Spells and magic attack with the... Okay, sorry. So we have to head towards the top left corner right here where the ritual is taking place. And I've only got 30 minutes to go ahead and do so. Alright, I'm not entirely sure what kind of units I should be building here primarily. Apparently I do now also have fairy dragons though, so I think I'm just gonna start moving about with a small little army. Fairy dragons, I do know, are extremely powerful. Mana Flare causes the fairy dragon to channel negative magical energies that damage nearby enemies when they cast spells. Also increases the fairy dragon's armor by 12. You may now build Fairy Dragons at the Ancient of Wind. Fairy Dragons are small flying creatures adept at harming spellcasters and avoiding damage. You can also use Mana Flare to damage the Naga summoners. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and start making some stuff over here. We got some items here on the ground, nothing too incredible, but I guess I can loot them here just in case. Alright. Now, I'm already prepared with the fact that I will more than likely will be forced to like restart this mission, just because it seems like one of those missions just is really freaking hard. I'm already gonna make that assumption. Apparently, they will be under some threat here right now as well, and my base is right next to that of Kiltas. Alright. I'm not sure if he's gonna be capable of defending his own stuff. Considering he's even here to begin with, he probably won't be. So that's a little unfortunate. I think we'll just start. I think we'll just start discovering the map a little bit more, okay? And we'll go from there. I do want to make sure that I get up to the Tree of Eternity. Once I can go ahead and afford that. Alright, we'll just simply head down south. Oh, we can head there.
Free them. They might aid us against Illidan.
So I've only got 30 minutes. That is not a whole lot of time in general, right? That is not a whole lot of time in general. Where's my Ancient of... Oh, there he is. Ancient of Wind. I think we may want to create some more Fairy Dragons. I guess going into low upkeep is not that big of a deal, although... Ooh, there's actually already some pressure right here at my base. And I was literally just about to move out. Maybe I should go ahead and simply defend against that. Although Keltas is helping me too. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. You know what? I think I'm actually already being kind of slow right here. Considering I probably will need everything I can. It's probably not that bad of an idea for me to just simply get started with, you know, this mission on the right foot, you know? Because I've already wasted 2.5 minutes right now. Alright, so this time around I've decided to head straight towards the top right corner here. I'm gonna use some reinforcing troops to try and deal with the aggression at home. That should be a little bit more cleanly, I suppose, for us. Of course, I do want to try and make sure that we, you know, deal with all of this aggression. That's, by the way, how that works. So it basically just channels a bunch of damage.
If we could free them, they might aid us against Illidan.
Okay, I want to make sure that I get up to the Tree of Ages, so I can start up some additional chimeras, which do a ton of damage. And I don't think I really need to help him out at defending here. Ooh, I didn't want him to die, but... Well, looks like we're okay anyway. I guess I should maybe just go ahead and activate the ultimate here. Her ulti is incredible. There we go. We're gonna end up losing a few troops here and there, but it's not that big of a deal. Because I am gonna be capable of remaking some this time around. Although there's aggression here everywhere. Very good. Taking care of all of this stuff. Can of course also add tranquility to this now that Malfurion is back in this mission, which is very helpful. And actually the Paladin is right up there, so that's very nice for us. I guess I'll go ahead and create some Fairy Dragons here, and maybe some of these Mountain Giants too, which I really like. Okay.
Our righteous might will always overcome the forces of darkness. We shall aid you against these unholy beasts.
Very good. So I'm taking care of the aggression over here. We are losing a couple of troops, but I'm guessing if I'm getting this Paladin really early on into the mission, he's just gonna be a hero, right? Yeah, so actually I can of course resurrect units here as well. And have Holy Light. Holy Light's incredible. Yeah, it's just simply gonna give me a third hero. A third commander to play with. Very good. Now sadly, I am losing a lot here at home. I didn't consider that I would do this much damage. I guess if I would have been a little faster though. I could have been faster. I could have already been back probably if I did this one properly. Regardless, we're still dealing with it. And now that we are getting closer, I guess. I also need some glaive throwers here because we will need to make sure that we kill some stuff. Sadly, kill does end up falling there. But there we go.
We're wasting time here.
I feel their spell ripping through the roof of the world. We must end this.
Trying to do exactly that, Malfurion. Alright, so that one taken care of. I'll go ahead and save right here. I know it wasn't perfect execution and it probably could have been a little cleaner. But you know what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'll add on as many of these things as I possibly can. Although apparently I need my Ancient of Wonders right again. Because apparently I ended up losing that one. There we go. We'll create one. Next up, I guess we'll head straight down to the southern part of this map, and I do want to make sure that I keep on continuing upgrades here as well. Not sure if there's anything down here, but I'll basically just do some exploration, you know, to make sure that we're okay. There's actually a camp over here. Not sure if it's worth doing all of these things, by the way. I have no idea. Seems a little aggressive, but I wanted to add on some additional chimeras, which are really powerful units. Okay. Ooh, we get a lesser replenishment potion. Alright.
I'm awake.
The land and I are one.
Apparently, we're gonna be okay here.
The end draws near.
And now that I've got my Tree of Eternity done, I'm gonna be capable of creating my Chimera Roost. And I think I'll also just simply add on another Ancient Protector just like that. Ooh, there's actually a base over here. Hold on. Alright, I'll see how much damage I can do here.
We're wasting time here. We must hurry.
I can of course simply heal up a lot of my troops here as well. But the fairy dragons are really weak. Like, they die very rapidly. And maybe this is a little too aggressive. That will be okay. As long as I'm, you know, making progress here. That's kind of the main thing. There is also some pressure over here, though, at the allied base. So I don't think I want to have them, like, go all too deep either. Oh, actually, they took one of my mountain giants. Yeah, no, this is far too aggressive. Instead, I've decided to just simply go home. Heal up my allies here as well. And, add on some additional defenses here. I should probably continue creating some more of those things too, which seem really powerful. Having a couple of those will really make fighting that base significantly easier. But there we go. I'm also gonna have to defend against this. Sadly, there's quite a lot of aggression. Actually, that's Illidan himself. You're fighting your brother's base, dude. That's not cool. Alright. Sadly, now I also hit a supply block. Which is to be expected, I guess, at this kind of point. There we go. We kind of use mana burn quite efficiently, but I do have my Chimera Roost down right now, which is going to be helpful. We can research the Corrosive Breath. That should make for a really powerful setup. Alright, we're still losing a couple of troops here and there, though. Not quite what I had anticipated. Guess I can add on some of those too, because I got some additional HP here anyway. Now, one thing I do recall from these chimeras is that I have to be very careful, because they actually do a lot of damage if you're not careful. Like, they can actually kill your own troops very easily. But I think I'll try and see if I can head down here right now and continue onwards with the aggression here. I do have a Resurrection ready to go. I got all of the ultimates here ready to go, so I think this should be doable.
The end draws near.
Okay.
We must hurry.
We can start dealing some damage here from a distance. And basically just try and keep everyone healed up, you know? Come on, try and keep him up. So much damage is being dealt here, though. Pretty crazy. If I could kill this one really early on, though, that would make this way easier. We'll try and add on as many of these chimeras as we can. I should also probably be using some of those spells here to make sure that we can increase the fighting. But if I can take over this base, I can probably go ahead and take that gold mine, which I think is the entire purpose of this base to begin with. I looked around for a bit, they're not mining from it, so it's probably a good idea. Although in the middle of that engagement, I'm forced to go back. There's just a lot of aggression here. I'm gonna try and make sure that I don't lose all too many troops here in the process. Seems like having a variety of units is a pretty good way to go with this mission. At least so far in the earlier stages of this, but we're losing a little too much here. Although I guess I can go ahead and... Nah, I was gonna say maybe I can go ahead and resurrect there. I'm losing quite a bit here. Could definitely be cleaner. There we go, putting up a second Tree of Life. Making sure I'm gonna be able to start mining from that here in just a bit. And I guess next up, it's time for us to start pushing onwards. I'll save right here. We got 19 minutes left over. I feel like I'm in a reasonably good spot here, although I did lose a whole lot of units in the process. But once I get my production going, right, then I finished up some upgrades. This should be pretty good for us. There we go, defended once again against all of the aggression here at my allies' base, which is pretty good too. And I've started making some additional wisps now as well. I'm gonna move some over here too for this soon-to-be newly acquired expansion. Apparently Illidan also pushes into this direction though. I did not consider that part. That's a little unfortunate. I hope I'm gonna be capable of getting over there in time. Yeah, he's gonna be able to start dealing a lot of damage here very shortly. Oh, no way. Is he actually gonna be able to kill this? Oh, that is really frustrating. Okay, never mind. Gonna have to restart that part. Yeah, so this time around I moved the wisps over a little bit differently, which seems to make this a little easier, because Illidan is actually not immediately going for my natural this time. I think he last time just simply followed one of the wisps that was available. Now this base will shortly be done. I already got the wisp ready to defend against it. I think I'm gonna build chimeras as much as I can. And then also a couple of these mountain giants, because they seemed stupidly strong. I remember hearing that chimeras together with druids of the claw, for example, don't work very well together because of the splash damage that they deal. Whereas they do work really well together with, you know, with the giants, I suppose. So we'll try and make a combination of those two. At the very least, as long as my source was accurate, which I guess must have been one of you in the comment section. It's because of the different kinds of attack types and, you know, armor types, I guess, that is used in the game. Regardless, my army isn't looking absolutely enormous right now, but I got something pretty powerful. Maybe I should consider adding on a few of those glaive throwers as well, which I sadly cannot really afford right now just yet. But I think once I get this expansion up and running, I may very well be able to start producing those as well. I wonder if it would be eventually worth it for me to kill the base in the bottom right corner. Look at the chimeras though, look at the amount of damage they do, it's insane. It's really powerful. I can make a really good combination of units though, just like this. I can also just simply go ahead and just, you know, heal things up just like this. And I think that, you know, the combination of spells here of Malfurion as well as the Paladin, we can just simply keep things alive for a very long amount of time. And I think I actually also heal up with this area of effect heal, right? All of the units here from the Blood Elves, which seems also, you know, like a nice combination. There we go. We're producing a lot right now, though. This is great. I'm going to be able to start adding on some additional Moonwells now as well. I guess I'll just go straight up to, like, I don't know, 100 something. And, I think I'll start pushing onto, like, the top left corner. And I'm being a little safe right here. And you know what? I'll make sure to save because of that as well. I was thinking about maybe moving up there right around the 10-minute mark. I was looking at this little bit of distance. It doesn't seem that impressive, right? So I might be able to start moving a little bit later on. Although I don't know if that's true. Regardless, I'll add on as much here as I possibly can. And I think I do want to add on a few of these glaive throwers as well. Okay, big engagement coming in once again. I have to try and make sure that everyone, you know, is going to do as much damage as possible. Of course, also make sure that I try and keep everyone up and running. Try to micro back the weakened units here. And trying to also make sure that I'm using the healing here at the bottom side of the map. At the bottom side of the screen, rather. To heal up all of these weakened units.
The eye is fracturing the earth. The pain is excruciating.
It's a pretty sweet engagement right there for me, though. Now, I don't have that much anti-air, so maybe I should try and keep some of that up and running here as well, just in case. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to try and get some anti-air here as well. I should probably also get some more fairy dragons just in case. Once again, though, I'm forced to split up my forces here to try and deal damage to all of this stuff. Looks like we're dealing with it, but it's a little messy. It's a little messy. Although, actually, that wasn't all too bad. There were a lot of flyers there. And the fairy dragons turned out to be really sick at that, too. Alright, I'll save right here. And I think we're gonna start moving. I don't have an absolutely enormous army here. And I don't have any glaive throwers either, which I was planning on getting. Just simply couldn't really find the time for it. But I guess, you know, now that I'm at high upkeep, we should be okay. We should be okay. Alright, well, hey, let's go. Let's see if we can do this. Of course, I don't really want to waste the ultimates here if I can at all avoid that. We still got a lot of damage out here, though, against buildings, just in general, by the sheer amount of stuff we have. Chimeras aren't particularly weak either, just in general. And we're cruising through this part here just fine. Just fine. Not a whole lot of stuff coming out of this, and actually that's the spawning grounds, apparently. Okay. I'll send the rest of these units as well over towards this base. And actually the chimeras are doing work. No stopping in them right now. I just wonder if I've got enough stuff here for the, you know, the top left corner. I wonder if this is not simply going to be a little bit too many units here. So far though, we're looking pretty solid. Let me save once more, just in case. I don't want to take any unnecessary risks. There's really no reason for that either. We do a lot of damage here though. Pretty crazy. I guess I could add on another Moonwell. I still have Resurrect available here as well, which is what makes this so strong, right? Anyway. Trying to heal up whatever I can here. Trying to do as much damage here as I possibly can. We're dealing a bunch of it, but... oh, sadly I can't actually use Holy Light on himself. That's a little unfortunate. Maybe I should try and see if I could wait for them to move out, because there are a lot of troops over here. If I could meet them somewhere else, though, that is not on top of this base, I think I actually have a chance of stopping this, because we're already almost there. Look at that. It's right there. So, like, realistically speaking, right, I got 10 minutes remaining. I think I should have plenty of time. I'm just kind of secretly hoping that I'm gonna be capable of doing this just fine. As long as I'm gonna be capable of killing Illidan, you know, not when he's inside of his base. If he moves out right now, it's gonna be quite a bit of time before he has to come back, right? And before he will be capable of, you know, once again fighting, I guess. Actually, I was hoping that this engagement would go a little bit better than it is. I mean, it's going reasonable, but... anyway, I was secretly hoping here that Illidan might be able to move out here in just a second. Oh, Kill is in trouble. Anyway, I was hoping that maybe if Illidan moves out right now, I can beat him out in the open and then counterattack towards his base. I think that may very well be our best bet. So far, this is looking pretty solid though. Alright, so here we go once again. I've defended my base successfully. Now I'm trying to do the exact same thing here to Kills. Kills did just end falling, or Kiltas rather, did end up falling just now, which is a little unfortunate. I would like to get this improved thing if I can. Can we kill that thing real quick, please? Alright, well, hey, that works. Another bit of aggression here at the top as well. I've already cleaned up a large chunk, though, of the path over there. I'm just hoping that Illidan will move out once again. If he does, that will be the perfect time for me to engage. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna indeed need some of those glaive throwers. Just, you know, just because I otherwise just won't have enough stuff. We clean things up really quickly here, though. And actually, adding on these archers. Maybe some dryads as well. I accidentally made some dryads just now, apparently. Although I'm not entirely sure where I'm... oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm not entirely sure where I'm rallying them. Dryads also, of course, are going to be quite helpful here. Well, this setup should be pretty nice. Honestly, it should be pretty good. I'm just a little worried that I don't have enough time. I'll wait until the 5-minute mark, okay? I'll wait until the 5-minute mark. Then we certainly have to push. Alright, you know what? I don't see Illidan anywhere. I'm maxed out. I'm at 100 supply. I can go ahead and use my different ultimates here. Okay. Should probably go ahead and use Tranquility as well. We got a lot of damage output here. I hope it's enough. Tranquility is so nice. Okay. Let's keep producing as much as I can here. Although, I think I've got pretty much everything already. I don't want to lose my dudes if I can at all avoid that. It looks like we're actually dealing with this stuff. Okay. Can still animate dead. Maybe I should give the mana potion right here to him so he can cast Resurrect here. There we go. And we'll just destroy here as much as we can. Now Kill is also losing his base. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be capable of getting over here just fine. I'm not sure if I have to kill everything here though. I mean, that fight was really good. Maybe I should just go ahead and target fire these things down instead. I just have to disrupt the ritual, right? So as long as I kill these dudes. I think I'm gonna be capable of doing this. Right? Can we? The chimeras are insanely good though. Come on, take him out. There we go, we've taken out all the last of it. I think we just did it. I think we may have just done it. Wow! Alright! Alright, I didn't even anticipate I would be able to do it on the first attempt. No, are you kidding me?
The spell is not done. It is not done.
Chimera, good unit. Very good unit.
Over, brother. Your vile schemes end here.
Illidan Stormrage, for recklessly endangering countless lives and threatening the very balance of the world, I hereby sentence you to death.
Too much blood has been spilled on your account, Illidan. Even now, I can feel the lands of Northrend reeling from the spell you cast. Imprisonment will not be enough this time.
I will execute him myself.
Fools! Can you not see? The spell we channeled was meant to strike at the undead, our common enemy. My mission was to destroy the Lich King's stronghold of Icecrown.
And no heed to the cost! Because of you, Tyrande is dead!
What? Your pardon, Lord Stormrage, but the priestess may still be alive. She was swept downriver, but it's premature to simply assume
Silence, Kale.
You told me she was torn apart. You lied to me.
The betrayer's capture was our primary concern, Shondo. I needed your help. I knew you would go to her, and we would lose our chance.
Just who is the betrayer now, woman? I must go to her immediately.
Believe me, brother. Despite all our differences, you know that I would never lead Tyrande to harm. Let me help you. My Naga can scour the river for us. Let me do this, at least.
Very well.
What? After all he's done, you would trust this traitor?
Silence! I will deal with you later. Let's go, brother.
Maiev just wants to, Maiev just wants to kill everybody, right? I mean, she's lying for it. I guess she just really badly wanted, like, revenge. You know what? I got about another hour or so to record, so let's see if we can continue with Chapter 8 as well. That previous mission actually didn't take me nearly as long as I thought it would. Anyway, Chapter 8, The Brothers Stormrage. This, by the way, is going to be the final mission of the Sentinel campaign as well. So I'm kind of curious. Hours later, along the banks of the river Aravas, Malfurion and Illidan work together to pick up Tyrande's trail. Moving quickly through the woods, their skills and senses start working in unison. Their twin wills bent on finding their beloved priestess before it is too late. Now I'll try this out for as long as I can, by the way, and you know, if we can't manage to complete this one, because supposedly this is also a very tricky mission, you know, I'll just have to try that in the next episode. Regardless, here we go.
Prince Kael'thas said he last saw Tyrande being swept down this river. If she is alive, my Naga will find her.
They had best return with good news, brother. The very sight of them makes my stomach turn. Where did you ever find such loathsome creatures?
Believe me, brother, you do not want to know.
Lord Illidan, we have found your missing priestess. She and her warriors fight on against the undead, but I doubt they can hold out much longer.
Come forth, you mindless wretches, and taste the wrath of the Sentinels! Elun's light shall never falter.
You'd best hurry if you're to save her.
An undead strike force. But they're completely ignoring us. What could
Tyrande.
Their flying horrors fill the sky. It would be folly to send your flyers against them.
We cannot depend on them now. Illidan, you must hold the undead here and prevent them from assaulting Tyrande's encampment. I will journey downriver and...
No, brother. The Naga and I can reach her faster. I will go.
What you say is true, but I risk much by trusting you, Illidan.
I swear on my life that I will bring her back, my brother.
I believe you. Andethoris Sathil.
Illidan's reasoning is not like he's just pure evil or whatever. I guess he really truly was fighting the Scourge. Oh.
I'm blind.
I get to play a Naga base? Ooh, I got Murloc Selves, Reavers. I got Sirens. The Sirens are incredibly annoying. I'll make some of those. Dude, this is actually a fully playable race. Are you kidding me? Dragon Turtle. Sure, I'll get some of those too. Look at this. They could have been completely a playable race. Are you kidding me? A light melee amphibia. Oh, dude, that's so sick. Alright. Or actually, no. Oh. Oh, I got 2 bases. You control both Illidan and Malfurion's bases. Both bases are completely separate, including their own resources and upkeep. Wait, how? What? Oh no, that's gonna be a bit of a pain, isn't it? Alright, I guess I'll pick up whatever I can here. You should probably start gathering some more lumber here. Alright, so how exactly am I gonna go about this? What am I gonna create over here? I guess some more upgrades. Oh, that's a little tricky. I like that a lot. Oh, that's why. Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize that they would also have like separate economies. I thought at the least we would be sharing those. Regardless, I think I'm gonna go ahead and create some more archers, which seemed awfully strong so far. And maybe... Ooh.
We must hold on to hope.
Maybe some more mountain giants too is what I was gonna say. So I can see their resources in the... Oh, okay. So Illidan's resources right here are in the top right. Malfurion's, I guess, are right below that. So it's just a little confusing. Alright, so you're gonna get hotkey 5 and 6. And I think I'm just gonna hotkey those 2 buildings right here. That's all I'm gonna get. Then you are gonna get hotkey... I don't know, 7. And 8. Okay. I need to make sure that I separate these mentally as well as like...
I'm blind, not something.
While playing, you know. Anyway, so Illidan we got over here as well. Mana Burn, he got Immolation, Evasion, and then Metamorphosis. Extremely powerful. Alright, I guess we'll first off do some discovering with Malfurion. I guess I'm a little more comfortable with that. I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna need here. But I can create quite a bunch of things. Actually, the fact that everything is split up here in the top right is a little confusing. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to... No, I'm gonna have to defend here properly.
Demons nearby.
And while playing over here, I guess I'm also gonna be capable of pushing onwards on the other end. Which makes this so tricky. I don't really want to have any more than 2 control groups, I don't think. Because it's just gonna be more difficult if I do. Yeah, okay. I don't really want to lose my Ancient Protector, but I guess that may just simply be part of this. Oh, come on. No way. Ah, come on. That was silly. She didn't need to die there. This is so confusing, though. This is like a completely different kind of setup. Alright, I got this army composition right here. We have cleaned up that aggression, which I guess is nice. But I am gonna have to also make up some of those things while pushing onwards. Alright, so we got some aggression over in this end too.
We must hold out.
Hardly a challenge.
Illidan does have anti-air, by the way, because of the Orb of Kill Jaden. Alright, I see. I guess I can activate Frost Armor. Sort of from the Naga, I guess. Oh, that's really strong. What other spells do I have? Devour? Oh, okay. Wait, I cannot produce this anymore? Why? Oh, I'm supply blocked, of course. I was checking out the top right corner, but the supply is a little differently. This is like playing a 2 versus 2 by yourself. This is like playing a 2v2 all by yourself, I guess. It's okay. Very shortly, I'm gonna be able to continue on their Twitch building here. I should probably see if I can repair this thing. This is a little confusing, though. Alright, I'll head over there. Yeah, I need some archers here. Archers are incredibly good. Not a whole lot of damage being done here. And this is working out really nicely here. Alright. Alright. So let's see, what do we have? I can buy some boots of speed, I guess. I can buy a scroll of healing. And a lesser invulnerability. Alright, very good. The problem is that generally speaking, I'm gonna have a hard time remembering all of these different things, right? Anyway, we'll move down here, I guess, with Illidan, or with Malfurion rather, towards the Fountain of Health. That would be quite helpful. Can I at the same time also move out here? Ooh, I can. Although I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking for here. So Illidan is also level 10, by the way, which is really, like, really making this sick. Very powerful. And I guess I'll produce as much here as I can from both bases. So I have since arrived here at the Fountain of Health. And I guess I can go ahead here to the right. We'll make sure to save here before I do anything else. Because if I'm gonna start fighting in one of these bases here... I do have to make sure that I got enough stuff here, right?
They come again. They'll not find us easy prey. Attack!
Ooh. Ring of protection. Very nice. Should have actually roared right there as well. Although I guess I can go ahead and use this, but what's up?
Lord Illidan, we've discovered a dam blocking one of the river's tributaries. The dam is guarded by forest trolls, but the stream beyond it might provide us a faster route to your friend.
We shall see.
Oh, so I can choose what I want to engage. I wonder if that was the correct decision though, or if I went a little bit too aggressive here. Oh, he's still sleeping. No, I think I played a little too aggressive here. Hold on. Come to think of it, I probably should have added on some additional glaive throwers to this army as well. That would have made it way easier. Alright, so you know what? I've decided to restart the mission and do and try and execute this a little bit more cleanly, because so far it's been a bit of a mess.
Find us easy prey.
So far it's been a little bit of a mess. I want to add on a couple of archers here, and I want to make sure that I reserve hotkey 1 and 2 for Malfurion's army, 3 and 4 right here for Illidan's army, and I'm gonna try and do something similar, I guess, in the sense of the buildings. So hotkey 6 and 5 are going to be the unit producing structures right here for the Night Elves, and then I guess for the Naga we got 7 and 8. Not entirely sure how many units I'm gonna need here, but I'll just make a mix of all of them. Make a mix of the ones that are available. And that should make life already a little bit easier right there. Of course, I do want to make sure I loot these items. That would be a little silly if I didn't. There we go. And I'll definitely make sure to add on some glaive throwers as well. I think I'm going to need like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 of these mountain giants, and the rest is going to be all glaive throwers and archers. I need at least like 5 of each of those as well, because glaive throwers are going to be the one thing that will really allow me to kill this base. And I think if I shut this one down, I will be much better at defending here as well. Anyway, this push is just about to come in. It's the first attack wave of this mission. A little bit of a weird fight here, because apparently my mountain giants aren't quite in the battle. No, please don't die. Oh, you guys are so silly. Alright, you know what? I'll just pop my ulti here. I don't know exactly how much we need, but I'll make sure to add on another Moonwell here as well, as soon as I possibly can. I'll just queue up a bunch of stuff. We'll just queue up a whole lot of units. There we go. Got that one taken care of. Very nice. I actually really do like the Force of Nature spell. It's so sick. Really powerful. At the same time, we're also once again under pressure here on the other end of the map. The sirens seem really good at that.
Let us die.
The spellcast by the Naga Sirens causes the... okay. Water minions to spawn from dying enemies. Oh, that's what spawned previously. Oh, that's pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a second base here as well for these dudes. Yeah, so that wasn't super clean here. Maybe I should try and consider getting some more of those. Maybe not queue up all of them. Although, generally speaking, it's probably not that big of a deal. Oh, once again, we got that attack wave here as well in Malfurion's base. I don't have that much anti-air here, but everything considered, I probably should be okay. I can micro these units back reasonably easily. And I guess fight just like that. Also, need to make sure I get another one of those dudes. There we go. And we're cleaning those up pretty nicely, actually. Okay, this is way better here already. Let me go ahead and save. I'm not entirely sure what I need to build here to... Okay, I need a coral bed, apparently. I was gonna say, I don't know exactly what I need to build here to add on additional stuff. Anyway, this could have totally been a playable race, though. Look at this. It's pretty much as good as it gets already. It's pretty much finished, right? Am I crazy? Alright, we got a really solid army here as well. I'll save here for just a little bit. I'll build up a few more units. But I once again want to push down here as well. While still building up more and more stuff here for Malfurion's army as well. Because while it's looking powerful, I think I'm going to need more. So you're going to be hotkey too then.
They'll come again. They'll not find us easy prey. Attack!
Look at this, so sick. Yeah, so the Devour should be really helpful. There you go, I can literally just kill him just like that. So nice. I wonder if they actually planned on creating like another playable race. I have no idea. Alright, time to do some exploring right here with Illidan. I'll just try and build up a bunch of additional things. This is not an easy mission though, because you basically are managing 2 bases right here, right? Which is what makes this so tricky. Yeah, so we have seen this little cutscene. There we go. I'm gonna try and add on some more of those too. Very good. Okay, so once again we got some pressure over here apparently. And I think I can just simply go ahead and use my skills. Okay, so we're fighting on several different angles. This is so strange. It's so interesting to micro 2 fights at once though. And 2 completely different kind of armies. It truly feels like playing 2 versus 2 in a way. But I think hotkeying is sort of like key here. Because if you have no proper hotkeying, it just becomes really difficult to achieve anything. Although as long as we're spending our resources, I guess, we can deal with all of this stuff. Oh wow, there's actually a big engagement over here.
Fight on, my warriors. We must hold on to hope.
Okay, trying to send some stuff back home here as well. Trying to not forget about Devourer here, which is really nice, but my units are quite away from home here, and this is a bit of an unfortunate timing for me. We're also once again under some pressure on the other end of the map. Why are you not helping out? Alright. Trying to take care of whatever is going on over here. This is a level 11 dude, which is really high up. Which will probably give me a good item though if I kill him. Or when I kill him, rather. Why am I fighting this pack? I don't even recall giving the order for that. It's okay. We can at least see Tyrande from here, right? Okay, so there we go. That one is almost that big guy killed. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's the bonus objective. Alright, and we got Mask of Death as well. While wearing... Wow, 50% lifesteal pretty much? Alright, I believe that was somewhere over here, right? I believe so. And I also cleaned up this thing, although not nearly as useful. I guess I'll just simply spend some time here healing up. I guess I can engage the base here from this angle as well, which would be pretty helpful. Alright, so I hang out with my troops here for a little while at this fountain. We'll try and make sure that we're just simply gonna be safe against all of this aggression. Don't really need to be, you know, taking any risks here. As long as I can hang out over here, we probably are gonna be kind of safe. At the same time, I can push onwards here as well. I do have my healing ready to go, so we can push here quite nicely. I hope this is not too weird of an angle though, because half my troops aren't really firing here. Half my troops aren't really capable of doing a whole lot with those big mountain giants. Okay, so we're dealing with that. It looks like we're dealing with this though. There we go. I did end up losing my glaive throwers because those are always the ones that die first, which is a little unfortunate, but we're taking care of that stuff. And as long as I can pick up some trees on all of these goods, right? You get a tree. You get a tree. If I could take out this base, that would make life way easier.
Fight on, my warriors. We must hold on to hope.
Actually, ooh, there's a Rune of Restoration.
Not deaf.
I actually need to take that right now. We'll pick a pin out of mana, I guess. There's gonna be a bunch of aggression though over in... Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Oh, I thought I would be an okay spot there. I am fighting this base off right now, which is great, but at the same time, if I lose Illidan's, that's not quite what I was hoping for. Look at the amount of stuff though. Oh man. All these worms. The frost worms. Okay, so here we go again. I'm trying to do this a little bit more cleanly right now. We'll try and kill the units right here at the Fountain of Health. We'll defend against his aggression at our base as well. So I just simply set up over here. So we can have some of the Ancients helping out here too. There we go. There should be that one picked up. Which is very nice. We'll defend against as much as we can, then go back home. Which is exactly what I'm trying to do right now. At the same time, we're fighting over here in our base. I'll activate my ultimate there on Malfurion. Should make this a lot easier. And while some of my units are going to be sleeping here, and I'm undoubtedly not doing this perfect, I probably should be capable of getting back here in time to defend against all of the flyers that are coming in now as well. Okay, Dreadlord is starting to go down. Now we can go for the counter attack here instead, which is probably a really nice way of doing this. Okay.
Another wave. We must hold out.
Okay, this is exactly what we want right here. This is exactly what we want. I'll overwrite the previous save that we made. There we go. Look at this. Gonna be able to defend against this very nicely here too. Oh, he's still sleeping. Well, that's okay. He's just tired. I'll just continue making stuff. As much stuff as we can. Now we're gonna take out this base over here, which I can go ahead and do. I can even use my ultimate once again. And this time around I should not have that many troubles with this. I think we're gonna head back right here to the Fountain of Health and actually push the base right here to the west. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but I once again saved before pushing in there. I think it will probably be pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna push right here to the west as well with the other forces. Well, I'm also trying to still push onwards here too, so it's a little messy. A lot of forces. We're defending here at our home base as well. And then we're pushing in here. I'll activate my ulti here on Illidan, as well as, of course, the Immolation, which is really powerful. This is the red base. This is a different one. I don't know if this one is also one that I need to take out, but... There we go. I am losing a few troops here and there, but if I can prevent that entire base from, like, attacking me, right? It would probably be okay. I can just queue up some dudes. That's okay. Okay. So we're fighting a couple of different battles at once. Okay. Trying to nuke him down ASAP. I wonder if we've got enough here. Certainly looks like we got a lot. There we go. I should probably be using the Devour ability a lot more often. So I'm cleaning up this base right here, quite nicely actually. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. I'm basically just killing stuff that I'm coming across. There is a gold mine over here too that I can potentially take if I absolutely need to. I don't actually recall any of this, by the way. I don't recall playing a mission like this ever. Alright. We are pushing towards each other right now, by the way. But apparently they're gonna be fully separated. At least so it says. I'm a little worried that they're gonna be pushing onto my base here in the main once again very shortly. But this is looking quite nice. Actually, do you think they could be connected here? I'm not sure. That would be pretty incredible if that were to be the case. This is still taking forever, by the way, even with this many glaive throwers. Anyway, I can have a look. Ooh, there's actually some mercenary camp. I guess I can hear some of these dudes. There we go. And actually, you can pick up that item as well. Some healing wards. Not bad. I guess next up, though, we'll have to push up into this red base as well, which is a really tricky one. But we're taking care of a lot of this stuff, and we're actually dealing damage to pretty much everything there is. We cleaned up 2 bases here already. I just need to get more stuff here for Illidan. We just need a lot more things. I wonder if I need to expend. Alright, I'll try and see if I can push in here. I think there's gonna be too much stuff though. Yeah, look at the amount of things here. Alright. I could put up some of the healing wards. Try and make life a little easier. I don't think I've got even remotely enough here to push onwards though. Look at the amount of things that they're producing right now. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Also, I'm apparently under pressure once again from the top right corner here. Alright, so once again, I'm cleaning up the base over here in the bottom left corner of the map, okay? That one will not be bothering me anymore. Now, the ultimate goal for us is to destroy this entire base. I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and use this little Murloc dude to go ahead and create a Temple of Tides. Now, at the same time, there's going to be some pressure over here. I did bring all of my units back home, so I should be okay. At least I hope so. I would certainly think so. So this one is indeed taken care of. That's pretty awesome. That does kind of mean that I don't really need to worry all too much anymore about this base. So I'll just simply defend over there. Just get it over with. For some reason, apparently, the Demon Hunter, or rather the Death Knight, doesn't quite want to die just yet. I don't know why he doesn't. But we're taking care of it. There we go. And once Illidan has taken care of that, we can indeed push onwards very nicely here. Now, I think I'll just start building up a maxed out force here, which is probably just simply going to be my best bet. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can do here. Besides, like, setting up an expansion, I suppose. Right over there. Alright, here's the new plan, okay? I'm just gonna let Malfurion be as it is. I'll just forget he even exists, okay? I got plenty of stuff to defend here. I'll queue up some units every now and then. But I've stopped hotkeying his army. Instead, I'm not gonna focus only on Illidan, because he's the one that can reach this base. And, you know, Malfurion just simply can't, as far as I know. Unless I'm missing something really obvious. So I'll just simply build up a maxed out force for Illidan. I think that's probably our best bet. It's simply a maxed out force for Illidan. I got a pretty big amount of units here already. This base will be finishing up here in just a second as well. I kind of want to see what that looks like. Do I have to... Oh, there we go. Now I can just simply start gathering some from this mine as well. So that will significantly boost up the amount that I'm getting here. I actually need one more over here, I think, as well. Regardless, we got hotkey 1, we got hotkey 2 right here as well. And this is going to be hotkey 4 then, and hotkey 5. And we'll just simply build up a whole lot of stuff, push out with, you know, 100 supply. And I think that should be about that, right? That should be enough. Alright, so I am maxed out. I'm at 100 supply right now. We're still gathering more and more income. Not really too worried about that, because I got 3 full control groups, or at the very least, you know, with as many units as I possibly can. I got all of the upgrades that I could find. I'm pretty sure this is the best situation that we can be in right now. Here's what we'll try and do, okay? I'll try and set up like a big... Wow, are you kidding me? Right as I move out? Of course, who's surprised? Hey, look, there they are. We can just simply pick them off. I put all of my army in the corner right here. Apparently, if you position your army well, they will simply, like, get killed while you're standing here. Can't complain about this. It's a little messy, though. But, seems like units are falling eventually. I think I'll have to add on some new units right away here once again. We'll just simply queue up as much as we can here. This will eventually end up falling, of course. And after this engagement, I'll head straight down. Alright, here goes nothing. I'm maxed out. I got a lot of units. I put the tanky ones in the front. I should probably focus on Devour and whatnot as well. But here we go. We'll push in here. Got my ultimate and whatnot ready to go. So I'm assuming here that I've got enough. I'm hoping here that I got enough at least. We'll just simply have to try and eat up as many of these big dudes as we can. And I'm hoping here that there's gonna be enough units. I'm just, you know, I'm just gonna make the assumption that there should be enough units right now for me to deal the damage here as well. We are dropping down really quickly though. Luckily I did save right before this too. Metamorphosis of course is great. Maybe I should consider pulling some of these units away. Oh man, did I lose a lot of units really quickly here. That is insane. That is absolutely crazy. Tyrande apparently doing so much work. I think I could do this a little better though, but as long as we clean it up, I'm okay with it, right? It's just that we need to be careful because they're always going to be remaking a lot of new units here as well. And actually, wow, the combination of that Lich and the Dreadlord, that's deadly. Alright, I'll try and see if I can bait him out here instead. If I can bait them out, that would make life way easier if I don't have to fight on top of all of the towers and everything. Alright, here we go. If I could pick off one out of them at a time, that would be making this way better. Okay. There we go. I'm trying to target fire down all of these weakened units. And also the Lich here primarily. Or the Dreadlord rather. There we go. Waking up the guys that are asleep. Okay. Illidan is starting to run a little low. I guess I should probably have activated that Scroll of Protection a little sooner than I did. I'm a little worried here that I'm gonna drop too low. That still is doable though. You can indeed like nuke down apparently a lot of these units. There we go. As long as Metamorphosis is active, we can do a lot of work. I should probably have picked up a few more of those consumables. These turtles are really good, by the way, because they do indeed do siege damage. So actually, I probably, speaking of which, I should probably consider adding some more of those. Here we go. Ideally, we nuke this one down first, so the heroes can't spawn again. Look at the amount of damage that Illidan himself does with the items we just gave him as well. That's sick. I wonder if it's correct to go ahead and play this aggressive though. But I just really don't I just really badly don't want another hero to spawn. Alright, so here we go once again. I've done a pretty solid cleanup right now. I'm gonna start simply target firing down the Altar of Darkness here with just Illidan alone. And we'll just simply push on. We'll just simply push on here. Illidan alone will probably kill this thing in time before any additional heroes can spawn. So as long as I got Illidan hacking away at that thing. Well, no, right now he's derping around apparently at that thing. But as long as Illidan is hacking away at that thing, it should probably kill it in time here. To not really, you know, be that much of an issue anymore. I hope. I mean, it still takes a little bit of time, I guess, before it gets picked off. But we got a lot of little units spawning right now. There we go. It will start falling here very shortly. Come on, get him. Good. Okay. The Metamorphosis here ready to go. That should allow me to push onto that thing. And I think after... Whew, I've been playing for about 2.5 hours right now. After quite a bit of time, I think I've gotten to the point where I'm gonna be alright here. Now there is some pressure here in my base as well. But I have to take out this base, right? And eventually I think I'm gonna be capable of doing so. I don't need to fight that base. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be able to clean this up just like this. It'll be a little while longer just because apparently it takes a while to clean all of these dudes up. But as long as I'm taking care of my base as well, and it looks like we are indeed doing exactly that, we should be alright. So many of these Tidal Guardians. But I mean, they're really good at defending. What can I say? Now, my main quest objective is to destroy the red base here, and I'm pretty sure that I'm doing exactly that right now. It's, you know, it's not quite done just yet. There are a few buildings that are left standing here. But with this cleaned up, I'm pretty sure we will be able to not only complete this mission, but also the Sentinel campaign. Whew, I think this is the last of it, right? I mean, that's the last building I'm seeing. Main quest completed, Tyrande's rescue. Whew! What a bunch of difficult missions.
Illidan, what trickery is this? Have you come to finish me off personally?
No, Tyrande. You must believe me. I've come to save you.
Save me?
He loves you, Tyrande.
Where could they be? He should have brought her back by now.
Hurry! This is our last chance.
She does decide to trust him after all. I think he's a good guy right now, right? I'm not entirely sure if he even is.
You risked your life for me. I don't understand.
Whatever I may be, whatever I may become in this world, know that I will always look out for you, Tyrande.
Tyrande.
I knew you would not forsake me.
I thought I'd lost you forever, my love. If not for Illidan's aid, I may well have.
We have had much strife between us, my brother. I have known only ages of hate for you. But for my part, I wish it to end. From this day forward, let there be peace between us.
And just like that, we indeed managed to complete the Sentinel campaign. What a beautiful game so far. I am thoroughly enjoying this playthrough. I hope you are as well, because in the next one we're gonna of course continue onwards once again, because there's many more adventures for us waiting in the other campaigns that are also available. Finale, a parting of ways. I thought we were already done. Moments later, at the Night Elf's base camp, Illidan prepares for his departure.
Ooh. You have brought much suffering to the world, Illidan. For that, you can never be forgiven. However, you saved the life of my love. For that I will let you go. But should you ever threaten my people again...
I understand, brother. Lordship over this world was never my aim. Only power. Only the magic. I've lingered here too long. I must go. By aiding you, I've betrayed my new master. If I am not careful, his wrath will be my end. Farewell, brother. Tyrande. I doubt our paths will cross again. In Shulfalana.
Fools! Have you no sense of justice? Maev, Illidan has atoned for his crimes. He is no longer a threat to...
It's no use, Tyrande. She has become vengeance itself, bound forever to the heart. I only pray that in her zeal, she doesn't cause even more havoc than Illidan.
Now, let's go home, beloved. We've earned our rest.
And with that, we have indeed completed the Sentinel campaign. What an awesome playthrough. I'm really happy to know that at the very least I'm capable of like completing those last two missions on the hardest difficulty as well. I've seen a couple of you comment that, you know, some of you have never ever seen anyone complete that on the hard difficulty. So I'm pretty happy to know that at the very least I've been capable of doing so. Regardless, in the next one, I'm going to continue onwards with the Alliance campaign, The Curse of the Blood Elves. So if you haven't already, do make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as that next episode will go live. And other than that, I want to thank you for now for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I will see you in the next one.